I want you guys to imagine that you're relaxing comfortably on a Sunday, July 15th to be exact, and you're just scrolling through your timeline of people saying things like, "Good morning," and talking about going to their jobs. But that's a foreign concept to you because you've just woken up. It's 3:30 p.m., and of course, you're a FouseyTube fan. On top of that, you've still got that crust in your eyes, and you haven't even wiped your ass because you're too busy trying to get Fousey's attention in the comment section of his last 10 vlogs. Ah yes, the life of a bruh must be fulfilling.
Tana and her convention was one of the biggest flops we had seen in a long time.
Because there's no way to get in.
Then she needs to give everybody their money.
Yeah!
And yet, just 23 days later, FouseyTube doesn't just enter the chat. He fumbles his way in down 12 flights of stairs into the chat room. You know, FouseyTube appears to be a rational human being. So I don't know what could go wrong.
So the Greek had to essentially be evacuated. We watched a bunch of frustrated people come out here leaving Griffith Park, but look at this. The YouTuber himself is actually on top of a car.
Tyler Perry put me in this movie! I rewatch videos going viral after the attention you're giving me now of you saying Fousey is the biggest piece of shit egotistical asshole on this earth.
Fousey, don't do that!
I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill myself!
I don't know if you guys could tell, but that looked to me like it couldn't have gone any smoother. Like, FouseyTube, you somehow managed to trick the news helicopters into getting aerial drone footage of you. I mean, you got the FBI to turn up with the bruh-bruhs. And for those who are unaware, bruh-bruhs are what FouseyTube calls his fans. It's what grown men who watch his vlogs are called. Fousey and Fousey's team kept repeating the fact that no, Drake is coming. Drake, he coming.
Many very disappointed. They were under the impression some big name artists would be taking the stage.
It's kind of disappointing.
Drake was supposed to be here, LeBron James was supposed to be here, J. Cole was supposed to be here, Lil Pump, Kanye West. There was a bunch of people that were supposed to be here. But it turns out we didn't get to see him yet, so I was pretty bummed out.
It's kind of disappointing.
I was pretty bummed out.
A lot of people are mad at the fact that Fousey promised a lot of things and a lot of people at his event. Long and behold, none of those people show up and none of those things happen. And it's no surprise now, the bag is already out, but he promised that Drake was coming, that Drake all the way from Degrassi was gonna roll his ass over to come perform at your event for free. Fousey, look me in the eye right now, without smiling or laughing, that you really believed Drake was coming to your event. I rest my case. Fousey, I'd be surprised if you even got Drake Bell to come. And the only thing Drake Bell is doing nowadays is charging his fans money to sing the theme song. If you open up your mind.
Hey brother, I will sing for food. Okay, man. Come on, man.
On the TMZ celebrity tour, I got Drake.
What?
Drake Bell.
And getting on interviews to talk about why he hasn't spoken to Josh Peck in a while. It's like, Drake, it's been 20 years, man. Move on, the show is ending. You can venture out into different things, but hey, it's just a wild thought. It's a crazy suggestion to Drake Bell. Like, can you imagine being Drake Bell for like just a second? Like, trying to like play your fans' new works of art, trying to play them original music for once, because Drake and Josh apparently ended back in September 16th, 2007, but none of them would care. They'd all be like, shut the f*** up and play the theme song again, bitch! Now, the key difference between Tana's event and Fousey's is that Tana had a nice lineup, but a trash venue. Fousey, on the other hand, had a decent venue, but a trash lineup. And that could be taken two different ways because Fousey does have a trash lineup. I'm sorry. He has a... It's not even trash. It's a fake lineup. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
The amount of people Fousey's had beef with. Grab your snacks right now.
What is up, Troubler Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Now here's a list of people Fousey allegedly has or had feuds with right before this event started, and they made up right before. The timing of these resolves seems a bit interesting. How would it look if this dude had a list of 100 people he was beefing with, but his event is called Love Dies, Hate Arrives. No, Love Arrives, Hate Dies. Obviously, so he's gonna try and squash as many as he can, but it just seems a bit fake coming from Fousey. Number 1, Adam Salad. 2, Slim. 3, YG. 4, Gias Omar. 5, Ahmed. 6, Simi. They were beefing a little bit online, but now the tides have turned and they're currently together. Sometimes you have to put the Twitter fingers away to find real love.
Y'all need to stop. To the point, like, I don't fuck with that girl. I don't want to talk about her. Wait, somebody said, bruh, she wished you a happy birthday on Twitter. Yeah, I don't fuck with that fake shit.
Listen, so Sim is gonna be one of the first people I tell about.
Somebody said, bruh, she wished you a happy birthday on Twitter. Yeah, I don't fuck with that fake shit. Nobody has ever disrespected me that much in my life towards what she did.
7, Keemstar. 8, Andrew. 9, Kareem Jovian. 10, Sheikh. 11, Adam 22. God, okay, hold up guys. I need to take my inhaler real quick. This dude got too many beefs and I'm running out of breath. Okay, let's resume. 12, Sam Pepper. Okay, so update, they made up, but apparently they're beefing again. They're back to it, so that didn't last that long.
Retarded I didn't say that. Thinking. Don't use the word retarded first off. You're saying, yo, the truth hurts. No, and I said it with love.
Why would you not want to just have your say and everyone in the world know, yes, FouseyTube?
Because I'm a real man and I don't need yes men on the internet to tell me who the fuck I am, you little bitch. Start being happier. Start being nice to people.
I'm a happy person.
Crush your beef with everybody. Stop getting into fights. You're angry right now. You're shaking. You're shivering. There's water in your eye. I hope in every single stream for the rest of your life, your audience reminds you how much of a bitch you look like tonight.
I'm sure they will. Thank you.
You little bitch.
So that's what you said.
I stand by every word that I said this whole time. And I still love you as a brother. That's the thing with me.
Please don't roast me about this in the chat forever.
Bro, your life is ruined after
Please, guys.
Bitch. Don't mess with somebody trying to spread positivity and love.
Wait. I love that sentence. Say it again, please.
Hey, bitch. What's up, bitch? Suck my dick, bitch.
And saving the best for last, Vitaly ZDTV.
Today's first and only story is literally the craziest thing that's happened so far on YouTube in 2018. That's right, we're still on the FouseyTube versus Vitaly ZDTV fight, and it is brutal. With FouseyTube yesterday keeping his promise of uploading a 3-day expose series on Vitaly. Now, aside from personal jabs and reiterating a few old points, Fousey tells their entire Brazil story where all of this allegedly happened.
This year, just to catch you guys up to speed, when that whole boxing part of YouTube was like lifting off and the whole KSI and Logan thing was huge, and they were looking for boxing matches to go on the undercard. Guess what opportunistic FouseyTube did? He figured, if I don't have anybody on YouTube who's my mortal enemy, who I don't have real history with, I'm gonna create it. Because if you want to sell boxing tickets, you need that rivalry. So he looked around and seemingly out of nowhere exposed the literal out of Vitaly. In a 3-part series he uploaded onto his channel, detailing some of the worst accusations you can throw at someone. Hookers, hardcore substances, abuse against women, the list went on. Now this is what FouseyTube said he witnessed all back in 2013. He didn't decide to come out with this until 5 years later, until it was of benefit to him, until the timing was right. Kind of like the timing with all these beefs being resolved. After that, Vitaly responded back accusing FouseyTube of pretty much the exact same thing, more or less. And it's like all of that for a YouTube amateur boxing? Now, I say all that to say this. During the time Fousey's event was going live, you know what he tweeted out to Vitaly during this whole ordeal?
Dear Vitaly, as my brother from early on, the devil made us split, and I did things, you did things, and I humbly apologize with every good intention in my body. If you'd like to come out tonight to squash the beef and spread love, you're more than welcome to. I love you, Vitaly.
Fousey, that tweet fell on deaf ears. So you damn near kill a man's career, and then you ask that said man who you tried to bury in a list of accusations to come to your event to support it and to co-sign it and to squash the beef that you started in the first place for an event that's about spreading love and positivity. You tweet out that apology to him in a public place in hopes of your fans maybe trying to get him to come along to it. Fousey, have a little bit of a soul, man. Goodness, you took this thing way too far. If Vitaly really did do those things you're claiming he did, you should have took it to the right avenues, the right, like, nigga, the police? That could have been one. But no, it had to be in a 3-part series where you exposed him 5 years later on a bunch of accusations that you really didn't have any proof over. So later, I went to my office to talk to some of the people that, you know, were on the front lines of this event. And I found a victim who drove 14 hours to go see FouseyTube. So after I see David's tweet, I sent him a DM. So David, who tweeted out, drove from Idaho, man. He didn't even show up to Fousey. He just hit me up on Snap. And we're about to FaceTime right now. So let's start this thing.
Did I get the video?
Oh, I got you. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? I mean, if you're asking whether it was worth it or not, for sure it was not.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I definitely went out there for Fousey. Like, I used to watch him all the time. I looked up to him a lot and stuff. He helped me do stuff back in the day. But just nowadays, I don't know. He just seems different since he's been back. You can't really relate to him and stuff. And so, I mean, I was hyped to go out there. I thought Drake was about to be out there and stuff. And he's talking about all these artists coming out. So, I mean, it was already pretty whack. They had like some pretty whack dudes come out. This guy named Lil Poppy or something.
Lil Poppy, oh,
yeah, that guy was trash.
What's crazy about that is like, and maybe like you and your brother like know about this, but like there was hella kids there, man, and
yeah,
like
a bunch of little kids.
So can you imagine some dude going lit on my dick, all these bitches? Yo, this shit was weird as hell, man.
Yeah, like a big, all these bitches on my wanna fuck me and they dick, and get on with this shit. Say no, about to hit, cause I'm too legit to quit. Hey.
So it's around 7 o'clock now, and like you said, this shit is not even halfway filled. It made like they were trying to make it seem like that thing was packed, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I think the live stream and the angles they were trying to hit and stuff, like they were just trying to make it seem packed out, and it really wasn't. And I mean, the only cool performance they had was Dax, but they had to cut that out like halfway through because the power went out. And then they said there was a bomb threat. I mean, I'm just over here thinking that Fousey actually called that bomb threat in himself because he was shook.
Bro, No, 100%, bro. The sun is like blinding you so much, man. Can you like?
Oh, my bad, bro.
Yeah, look, shit look like you're in the witness protection program. It's all good. I see it as, even though it was like a free event for people, I look at it as like you had your time wasted, you had the gas wasted, you had your resources wasted. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I mean, not only that, like I dropped alone. I've already dropped over 600 just being out here.
Really?
Yeah.
What other costs besides gas? Just like stay and.
So like gas, food. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's way more expensive out here than it is out there.
He's planning a second event at the Staples Center. Like, would you go to that?
Definitely. I mean, if I was out here.
Yeah, he's already planning a second already.
If he couldn't hit the Greek, if he couldn't fill the Greek, then what's the point?
Okay, did you really like wholeheartedly believe, yo, Drake is about to come through? Like, did you like really believe that? Because I had a hard time thinking people.
Us too. I mean, I definitely. I mean, I mostly went for Fousey, but at the end of the day, I was like, if Drake does show up, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't know if he was actually gonna show up or not, but I think like, because at that point I trusted Fousey. So I mean, he had all this shit saying, "Oh, Drake's coming," so it was like I didn't have a reason not to believe him at the time. So it's like he made me think that Drake was coming for sure.
Now apparently FouseyTube is holding a part 2 to this event at the Staples Center. He hasn't announced the date, but when he does, I actually am kind of tempted to be there at the front lines. If you guys want to see that, smash this video with a like the way Lit Poppy consistently smashes our eardrums with quality music. And while you're here, consider subscribing too. I'll see you guys next time. This is Zeo. Peace.
And they did, and you know, with this shit, say, no, but the hit.